comes to the equation of life, the big question that we have to ask for ourselves is, are we able, or are we going to be able, or do you have the capacity to go on to solve all the problems out there? We're going to go from what is visible, we're going to go from what is visible, we're going to go and graduate and go to all the unspoken problem, the invisible problem, or the unspoken problem, in all the way to the unknown. I'm going to just give you a very basic example. Let me just give you the 4 quadrants that you have to figure out as far as your journey to the top is concerned, when it comes to your ability to be a solution provider as far as your community is concerned. Every community has a set of issues or a set of problems that they need to actually address. Every community, every generation has a set of issues, a set of problems that they need to actually address. For example, right now, as a global village, we all have to be dealing with this key issue, which is a key issue of cyber security. So this is the visible and the spoken expectation. So everywhere you go, if you have at least a few ounces of wisdom, you're going to be able to see that yes, every community, whether you live in Sudan, you live in Egypt, Morocco, South Africa, Philippines, Malaysia, China, Thailand, you name it, or Hong Kong, you are going to be facing this key issue, which is the issue of simply cybersecurity. So we are all dealing with this issue known as cybersecurity, and because of that, this is the spoken and this is the visible issue. If you can position yourself as a solution provider, say yes, I have the degree, I have the qualification, I have all that it takes to actually be able to help you address this issue of cybersecurity, you're going to be welcomed in your community by simply say yes, this is so and so who's able to help us address this particular issue or particular problem. They're going to welcome you with open arms. That's just the first basic step that you have to actually consider when it comes to being seen as a solution provider. From that point, you're going to go what I would simply call a visible but unspoken expectation or unspoken problem. So, for example, someone will say yes, it is visible. We know it's there, but we don't talk about it. For example, when I said at the higher level, the cybersecurity is actually can potentially affect our government. Can potentially affect our government, our institution within the country. So it is visible, but it is unspoken, because nobody actually goes around simply say, "Oh my goodness, yes, I'm sensing that this cyber security issue is going to potentially threaten the government or the institution of this country." Nobody says, unless of course you work for the government or you work at a higher level. But most people, that's not our preoccupation. That's not the issue that we have on our mind. We're simply focusing on ourselves, focusing on the companies that actually can help us have an income. That's what we focus on. But nobody goes on to actually talk. But we know it's there. So it's visible, but it is unspoken or visible, unspoken problem. And from that point, we go to the invisible, unspoken problem or expectation. Because we know above and beyond that, yes, amongst government, there can be issues of espionage or counter-espionage. So people basically trying to spy on one another, and with all the implications this can have when it comes to the regulation of the economy and everything else as far as life is concerned. So this is basically invisible and unspoken. So we don't see it, but we know it's there. We don't talk about it, but we know it's there. So this is basically the third level. And the last level, which is basically the unknown. Are you going to be able, as a solution provider, to come and simply say, yes, I'm going to help you address the visible, spoken issue or problem that we're actually facing when it comes to cybersecurity at your level? I'm going to help you deal with the visible, unspoken issue or problem that is known as cybersecurity at the government level. I'm going to come and help you deal with the invisible, unspoken issue or problem that actually plaguing the relation between government. I'm going to help you address that, and I'm going to go to the highest level. I'm going to be able to simply figure out how to mitigate the issue moving forward, because the unknown as far as the future is concerned, I'm going to help to come and help you resolve it. I'm going to come and help you address. If you do that, my friend, you're going to be definitely onto something big. So we're talking about just cybersecurity as an issue which is basically intangible. We can't just let bring it down so it's a place where everyone can understand. Let's use the example of, let's say, for example, boxing or sport. You're gonna say to yourself, yeah, I'm a boxer. I have what it takes to actually make it to the top. So this is basically you have basically a problem that you need to help people actually fix, which is basically the issue of entertainment and entertainment through sports. So you're going to show up and simply say, yes, I have what it takes to simply entertain the crowd at the highest level possible, because I have skills that are not very common, and if you can actually employ me, I'm going to give you the best entertainment possible. So you're going to find yourself, first of all, dealing with training. We can train you, but from that point they will need to actually go into business. So they will need to find someone or a group of managers who can simply help you address the spoken, the visible, a problem, which is basically how to entertain. From that point they will need to figure out how to basically address the visible but unspoken expectation as or problem when it comes to entertainment, which is basically, from that point they need to figure out exactly do they understand the business of our sports? Do they what kind of level of understanding when it comes to the business of sports? That's number two. Number three, they have to go now to be able to help you address the invisible, unspoken expectation when it comes to entertainment. So are they going to have the intuition to be able to move you from one level to the next until you can basically cement your reputation as basically the top warrior or the top gladiator as far as entertainment is concerned? And from that point, they also need to help you or address the issue of the unknown. Are they going to be able to basically foresee what may potentially happen down the road? So now let's now go into technical term when it comes to our ability to actually navigate across 4 quadrants. The first thing is basically the issue of knowledge. So basically, do they have the knowledge? Do they have what it takes to simply address what actually are not working right? Number 2, do they have the understanding, which is level number 2 or quadrant number 2? Do they have the understanding of the issues that basically you're actually facing? Because here's a funny thing. This is the reason why this master thinker by the name of Solomon was talking about this one key thing in his book. He simply says above knowledge is wisdom is a principal thing. It's absolutely fantastic. So basically, to have the knowledge to address one particular issue is absolutely fabulous. So if in the first quadrant, that's absolutely fabulous. But above all things, aspire to simply get understanding, because understanding is simply saying, yeah, understand basically, I know what issue we are facing, but I have the intricacy. I have the ability to go beyond just knowledge. I have what it takes, because I'm already transformed. I have what it takes to simply be able to simply address this issue on a different level. So you have to go to understanding. From understanding, this is basically just level number 2. You have to move to the level I simply call level intuition, or simply level insight, which is level number 3. You have to now be able to look at the invisible, to look at the unspoken issue we're actually facing, and be able to now to give us a solution or prescribe a solution. And from that point, you have to graduate and now go to the area of foresight. So you have to go from foresight, which is basically I've been able to help you address the visible and the spoken issue. I've been able to help you address the visible and unspoken issue. I've been able now to move you to where now I can actually intuit and help you address the invisible and unspoken issue. And now I'm also going to be able to help you address the unknown. I'm going to now move to the area of foresight. So again, knowledge, understanding, insight, and foresight. And this is basically a quadrant that you have to actually be able to navigate in order for you to reach the top and remain there when it comes to your sustainability as simply a solution provider.